Well, I'm back from vacation, and you might notice I've changed my home office a bit. I switched back and forth between Mac and PC a lot lately, so it seemed I should finally put them together in the same place. I've also been rethinking the scope of cargo defense, and I've broken down what's left into 4 main categories. The first category is the core gameplay loop, in this case turn-based combat. For this category I want to get all the combat mechanics in place, including all crew actions and all the items they can use. Also, the big scary one is AI. I want to do this category first because then I can start playtesting and make sure everything is balanced by the time the game is finished. The second category is all about universe simulation, all the stuff I was talking about a couple of weeks ago with economy, agents, businesses, and procedurally generated content. The third category is about all the gameplay outside of that core loop. This includes hiring crew, customizing your ship, buying and selling goods, things like that. This is also where I'll work on crew skill trees and consequences of the jobs you take. Then the final category of work is essentially presentation, visual polish, music, sound, menus, things like that. While planning this out, I've decided there are a few things that don't necessarily need to be in the game, and they may be cut or they may be stretch goals. For one thing, I might drop the vision limiting mechanic, so you can see your entire ship even if your crew doesn't have a line of sight to it. This simplifies a lot of things, especially if I want the AI to have the same kind of information as the player. I also might drop the idea of crew getting stressed leading to anti-perks, and I might not have cutscenes. In the meantime, I'm doing a couple of experiments for that first category. First, I'm going to start creating the objects in the game with the same GDScript wrapper I'm going to offer to modders. I'm concerned that if I build out the entire game before I even try this modding system, I might discover something fundamental that I need to change. It'll be a lot more costly to do that later than if I find the problem now. The other thing I'm experimenting with simultaneously is how to integrate all this with the AI, because not only do I want to make sure I don't discover something later on that makes this just incompatible with my AI approach, I also want to find out sooner rather than later if the AI will be able to interact with these GDScript-based objects without a performance problem. And if all goes well, I might simplify the modding strategy to drop the idea of adding native DLLs. Why are there planes going by like every few seconds while I'm trying to record? This is insane. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to show yet on either of these experiments, which is why I'm just talking to the camera again. I was trying to have something ready to show for this video, but I caught myself stressing out too much over it, and I'm trying not to do that to myself anymore, especially right after taking a vacation to try to reduce my stress. So that's all I have for this week. As always, it helps if you hit the like button, spread the word, and subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, thanks for watching.